Going on, boys? It's 4:10 a.m. Been a couple days since I made a video. Been going through some changes. I have to confess something. When I was a little kid, I always needed to do something to impress my mother. I always needed to find something that I could do to get a reaction out of somebody in my house. Somebody, by just doing something, whether that's playing a video game and getting a win, whether that's showing them my homework, whether that's making food for them. Every single birthday almost of my childhood, I cooked the food, but it's because I wanted to. And only thinking back now, cooking that food was because deep down, I wanted celebration from me doing something. I always wanted to do something in order to get a win, in order to get happiness, to get what I want. So I went through this transformation about a month ago. And I started building. I started making my workout plan. I started making my meal plan. I started making everything. And then about a week ago is when I started following it, when I started making these videos. And I started following it. But yesterday I fucked up. It's not that I didn't wake up early. It's not that I didn't work out. But usually at 3 a.m. I wake up and I go to work out. I walk, go to work, do all that. That's supposed to be happening for the next few months. And I did that shit. What I did is that I did it all day. And then at 6 p.m. when usually I should be going to sleep, I decided, you know what? I'm going to come home and I'm going to build. I'm going to make something. I'm going to create something. I'm going to make something out of myself, my work, my hard work. Use my hands to make. I felt like shit. All of yesterday, I did like 90% of what I usually do, except I didn't work out because I woke up at about 8 a.m. instead of 3. I felt like shit. I felt like the love that I was seeing every single time I walked around or turned around a corner and saw a beautiful rose. I just didn't feel the love from the plant. And as fucking crazy as that sounds, love from a plant, what I mean is looking at something and being like, wow, that's beautiful. And I don't know if you've ever gone on a drive and saw a tree and you're like, wow, that tree is beautiful. But I never did that for years. As a little kid, I used to when I was like 3 or 5, but I got out of that. And now that I was starting to get that back, I was so excited. And then I lost it. I lost it. I saw the love. I lost it for 7 years. And then I got the love back that I was seeing. Boom. And then a week later, gone. And so now I really fucking know why that shit was happening. And it's because I was building. I was trying to create something when I do not need to create. Not only do I not need to, but it is not the mission. It all starts with courage to start. And then right when you get past courage, you build. You build yourself, you build a workout plan, you build a meal plan, you build your schedule, and you build what you're going to do. You build a plan. You build a plan. Courage to start, build a plan. What's next? Consistency. It all starts with courage. The next comes wisdom. You use your thoughts to write down exactly what you want to do, what you need to do. And then the third is discipline and consistency. Stop building and apply. If you don't apply, you're not going to get any results. It is actually part of the mission of getting a better life to stay disciplined and stay consistent and live a life that you believe things can come towards you. Always growing up, I always needed to prove myself. And that built my work ethic. Now I can build. And for the last 19 years, I've always thought that building was the key. And if I stop building, I'm not going to get anything. The crazy part is that I was building so much that if a normal person was to build and they had their life together, they would have built so much more than me. And that's because I'm blanking right now. I'm super blanking. Holy shit. For 19 years I was building, and I thought that I wasn't building enough because I haven't built anything great in my life right now. At least not greatness to the point that I see myself being. So this whole time I've been thinking more work is needed because I did not get the results. In reality, I must stop building. I must stay consistent. And I must actually apply my systems, the programs, listening. Not intaking, but listening. What do I mean by that? I'm not sitting there scrolling online 24/7. In fact, the reason why I'm probably talking a little quicker or I'm jumping through topics so much right now is because my mind has been scrambled and I need to get back to that baseline. That baseline I get to by walking. I get there by working out and listening to things that will fuel my brain and actually program me for the rest of the day. And that could be anything to do with spiritual. That could be just workout plan. That could be somebody talking on a podcast. Literally anything. But as long as it feeds your mind and it doesn't destroy it. All you gotta do. But I lost that. I got it back and then I lost it. I know how I lost it now. Thank God. Thank you, God, for letting me understand what I can do and what I can't do in order to grow. Because sometimes a lot of people, they just take their losses and they take it with them forever. Never do they learn by their losses. They never learn. And if they try to, there's always some sort of negative consequence that they think comes with it. That's not the truth. It's not the truth. Anything negative is built by you. Everything is inherently positive. Oh, you were working out and you pulled a muscle. Well, don't work out that hard next time. It's not complicated. It's actually really, really easy. It is really easy. But it's hard when it comes to applying this sort of thinking, because humans always want to find something to cling on to that fears them, or at least that they fear. Fear rules everything. What you're doing right now can be determined by fear. Right now, I'm making a video for YouTube because I'm fearful that I'm not going to have a video for my future self. I'm about to go work out. I'm doing that because I'm fearful I'll be fat and not fit. If I go drink water, it's because I'm fearful of not being hydrated and being dehydrated. If I go eat later on, that's a fear of starving. And if I go home and I go on a walk, that's a fear of being fat. I drink coffee with creamer and salt. If you like coffee, little trick for you, if you like coffee and you like homemade coffee, just get the 0 sugar creamer and then put a little bit of a teaspoon of salt, and it literally turns it into a latte. It's night and day. But I do that off of fear of not having energy. Everything is based off of fear, but when you look at this, people don't like to face fears. I've fucking gone fucking through it. I have faced the fears. I am not even fucking... Bro, please come to me. Fears, please come to me. I need you to be here so that I can learn. I cannot let you go. Fears, come to me. Please, please, anything. Just please, I need to learn from you. I need to learn from you. I need to learn from fear. And now that I've gone through so much learning, fuck fear, dude. But I love it though. But it's not a fear of negative fear. Negative and positives are what you put on your head. You're probably thinking fear's negative and, oh, fear, like, dude, fear is one of the most positive aspects you can have to learn. Because if it wasn't for fear, we wouldn't learn. The reason I'm even wanting to learn from fear is because I'm fearing being the same, and I'm fearing being stagnant, and I'm fearing not learning and being able to build an empire. It's just that kind of fear. Everything is based on fear. But you must take advantage of it now. You must take advantage of it now in order to transform. If you do not take advantage of it, you do not use what you know in order to help you grow, you're wasting time. Time is valuable. The one resource on earth that forever runs out. Let me say that again. Time is the one thing on earth that cannot be fabricated and cannot be recreated and runs out consistently. You have limited time and it's always running out. You have to become aware of this in order to start, but you don't have to be aware of it all the time. Some people are afraid that they're going to start and think that they're running out of time, and that's how they start, and then they're going to need to stay thinking like that for the rest of their lives, or even for a long time. It's not true. You do not need to think that you're running out of time and be in a rush all the time. But in order to get started, you need to become aware of it and then continue on to the next level. See, when I was working out as a detailer and I was listening to all these podcasts like Andrew Huberman and all that, and I was listening to other podcasts that were spiritual, just how I am, and talking about the way that, human behavior is in terms of naturally, like how nature works and how nature is compared to humans. I always took that and it was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I wanted to, I was like, oh, I'm going to keep that for the rest. I'm going to be thinking this way. 3 months later, I was changing my life, and it wasn't top of mind, but it's all knowledge. It was like reading a book. Listening to podcasts are like reading a book. So if you're ever worried about hearing something and hearing it, and it's like, oh, that's different, but you know that it has some sort of knowledgeable value you could apply to your life, it's okay to listen to it. It is okay to listen to it, because you're not going to be staying the same. Again, that's a fear of being something you're not. In truth, you have to do the work. You have to go deep down inside your soul. Go through the identification, and understand who you are before you can ever step foot inside applying knowledge. Boys, we're going to get back at it. I've been on a 1 or 2 day break on terms of getting my mental shit together. So, as someone, I really want to be as pristine as I can get and not have any blocks, but it's just part of life. And I know even when it comes to the level that I'm at and the level that I want to be at, it just, it all matters on how I live my life. So I'm going to get back to consistency. I'm going to get back to discipline, and you can follow my Instagram. And on my Instagram, I'm actually making daily, I'm day X of turning into a Greek god. So I have daily transformation videos on there. But I love you guys, and I'm going to go hit this workout, and I hope you can discover how to truly change your life by going in depth on yourself and going through the transformation process. All you got to do is journal. That's how you start. You write down the 5 things that you've been doing that you feel like isn't the best for your life, and then write down the 5 things that you think that your future self in 20 years will be doing. Feed your mind, feed your future.